Once upon a time in a faraway land, there was a mischievous monkey named Max. Max loved to play pranks on his animal friends and often found himself in trouble. One day, as Max swung through the trees, he noticed a shiny, red apple sitting on a nearby branch. His eyes widened with excitement, and he couldn't resist the temptation. Max picked up the apple and decided to play a prank on his best friend, Benny the bear. He tiptoed over to Benny's house and carefully placed the apple on the doorstep. Then he hid behind a bush, waiting for the fun to begin. As Benny strolled out of his house, he noticed the apple on his doorstep. He picked it up and examined it, unaware of Max's mischievous plan. Just as Benny was about to take a bite, Max jumped out from behind the bush, laughing hysterically. Benny was startled and dropped the apple, causing it to roll down the hill. Max and Benny chased after it, their laughter echoing through the forest. However, their joy quickly turned to concern when the apple rolled into a nearby pond and floated away. Max and Benny stared at the apple in the water, realizing their silly prank had unintended consequences. They felt guilty for wasting the delicious apple and polluting the pond. Feeling remorseful, Max and Benny decided to fix their mistake. They searched the forest for a way to retrieve the apple from the pond. Finally, they found a long stick and carefully maneuvered the apple back to the shore. As they stood there, panting and dripping wet, Max and Benny realized the importance of being responsible and thinking about the consequences of their actions. They apologized to each other for their prank and made a pact to think twice before playing pranks that could harm others or the environment. From that day forward, Max and Benny became known as the thoughtful pranksters of the forest. They used their mischievous nature to bring laughter and joy to their friends in ways that were harmless and kind. The moral of the story is that it's important to think before you act and consider how your actions might affect others. Playing pranks can be fun, but it's crucial to be mindful of the consequences and ensure that nobody gets hurt or the environment is harmed in the process.